Won by Atlanta. To Ken Bazemore. Here comes the screen. Crawford to Anthony.
Watch that back door.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you. Me and you.
Has a look. And he hits.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Cruises inside for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
The possession in favor of Detroit.
Watch the screen left.
Reggie Jackson, defended by Melo. Driving right to the basket. Reggie Jackson, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ken Bazemore has got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Pistons have it.
Pick up. Match up.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. To Reggie Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. 3 homers in a game. How about a tough 3 from this Reggie Jackson?
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Anthony. Deep left corner. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
Jackson with it. They're down 3. To Stanley Johnson. Here comes the screen. Johnson to Jackson. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Jackson. He made his first effort, but not that time. Knocked loose. Pistons come away with it. And he throws it down. Andre Drummond with the slam.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
to Anthony. Deep right corner. Crawford. Can't get the bounce. Jackson with it. They trail by 1. Nothing going here on that drive. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
Defense, let's go.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Jackson to Luke Kennard. Trying to cash in. Kennard shot off the mark. Over to the right side. To Ken Bazemore. The drive right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Pistons ball here. Jackson to Stanley Johnson. The pass set it all up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Crawford. Andre Drummond rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Reggie Jackson, 4 out of 7.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
Nothing going here on that drive. Easy path to the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Jackson with it. Down 2. To Drummond. Kicks it around the perimeter. Jackson. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. It's Detroit's ball.
Match up, baby.
To Smith. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
To Ken Bazemore. Crawford. Oh, throws it down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Jackson with it. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen. Jackson. Shot from the lane won't go. To Ken Bazemore. Got it.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
to Reggie Jackson. Beyond the arc for three. Well, this could be a sign of things to come. He's 3 of 4 from downtown to start the game.
And a dangerous thing for the defensive team, he has fresh legs. That was great lift on that jump shot.
That's no good. To end on that one, 94 feet for the basket.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Not that time. Jackson with it. His team up by 1. It goes down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Pistons have it. Down low for Jackson. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot in.
Reggie Jackson, guarded by Alex Len. Short jumper won't fall.
Big up. Couple here. Double. Got it. Good trap. Pick it up. Shots up.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Jackson with it. Leads 1. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Ken Bazemore. 4-3. Not that time. He misses.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. Come on.
Here's Jackson down low. Turns and slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Baseline drive, and he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Reggie Jackson at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second.
Don't let him split.
Subbing in for the Pistons, number 23.
He gets it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jackson with it. His guys holding the big lead. Nothing going here on that drive. Jackson. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 7, Jeremy Lin. Stepping in.
Johnson to Griffin. Oh, look Look out, Blake Griffin. 3 for 3 in this first half. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
The possession in favor of Detroit. To Stanley Johnson. Probing the defense. Drummond to Griffin. That's a 24-second violation. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 30, Carmelo Anthony.
Watch the cutter coming through.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer.
I got ball.
Down to Griffin. Knocked loose. Hawks have it.
I take that. Ball. Trap this. Come on, we got it. Oh, yeah, let's go.
Doesn't get the bounce. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
Ish Smith to Griffin. The big fella, Andre Drummond. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Runner here won't go down.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Lynn.
Ball.
Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Hands up.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
The assist from number 10.
19-footer at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Pistons have it. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Jamal Crawford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Ish Smith to Griffin.
To number 14. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Andre Drummond. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Jackson to Drummond. Has a chance. Ish Smith. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
To Ken Bazemore. Fine to shoot for Atlanta. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Ish Smith, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. To Drummond. Deep left corner. Johnson. Has a look. Gets a look. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Count it. Old-fashioned three-point play. Jackson with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Ish Smith. Down low for Jackson. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Reggie Jackson snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Pistons ball here. Griffin to Drummond. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Andre Drummond. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Ken Bazemore. And scores. Strong take.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To the basket goes Jackson, but a shot won't fall.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Ish Smith to Jackson. Off the assist.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there is a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Hawks have the rebound. There's the toss. Pass stolen by Detroit.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Goes to the left side. Anthony to Crawford. Layup goes down. Well done.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Jackson to Smith. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Smith. Missed it. Crawford. Trying to cash in. Rising above the rim. A Carmelo Anthony special.
Ooh, is today Throwback Thursday? A little flash of the old Melo right there.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Wayne Dedmon sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Here's Atlanta. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
And scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Crawford. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend, every day.
Johnson to Reggie Jackson. Knocks it down off the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Ken Bazemore. Oh, the slam popped out. Jackson with it. He'll run the offense. To Griffin. Here's Jackson down low. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Right.
Driving right to the basket. And a nice finish at the rim.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Drummond. Jackson to Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
To Luke Kennard. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Reggie Jackson, not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Jackson with it. Up a dozen. To Stanley Johnson. Jackson. Short jumper off the mark. Whoa, what a finish.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Hey, it's our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Detroit.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Kennard. To Drummond. Griffin. Stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
You're mine.
Griffin to Stanley Johnson.
Hey, watch this screen leg.
To Griffin. Down to 5 on the 24. Short jumper won't go down. Stuffs it down with authority.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Jackson to Drummond.
Big pick right there.
Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Fires the 3, knocks it down.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
And the finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Jackson with it. Leads 5.
Got him. I got him. Here we go.
Kennard to Drummond. Kennard to Drummond. Down to 5 on the 24. Montrezl Harrell. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Now a steal by Atlanta.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Have to be careful inbounding the basketball, but good anticipation by the defense.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Drummond to Jackson. Alex Len sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
To Drummond. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Ken Bazemore. Down low for Lem. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
It's Detroit's ball. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Stanley Johnson. Here comes the screen. Stanley Johnson against the Ukrainian Len. Stuffs it down with authority. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. To the rim, lays it up and in.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Straight on look. Has a look. No good. Len with a piece. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested. The Hawks are victorious as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA. The Hawks did what great teams do best, finish. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Atlanta Hawks. The Pistons lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. The Pistons got their point scoring from these guys on screen.
Game track. Assists.
The teams in this matchup did a great job of moving the ball and keeping the game flowing. It was the sort of action fans love to see, and I definitely enjoyed it myself. The unselfish play made for a great game.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.